असम मेघालय के बीच अंतर्राज्य विवाद को लेकर अनौपचारिक तौर पर मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड संगमा असम के मुख्यमंत्री हेमंता विश्व शर्मा से शनिवार को मुलाकात की और उसका ब्यौरा उन्होंने सोमवार को पत्रकारों को देते हुए उन्होंने बताया कि इस मुद्दे पर काफी चर्चा हेमंत के साथ हुई और यह फैसला किया गया कि इस मुद्दे पर पहले और वर्तमान की स्थिति को ध्यान में रखते हुए एक सामंजस्य बनाकर एक नए दृष्टिकोण से इस विवाद को सुलझाने का प्रयास किया जाएगा और इसमें जो भी हल निकलेगा वह दोनों राज्यों के लिए मान्य होगा। साथ ही उन्होंने बताया कि असम के मुख्यमंत्री हेमंत विश्व शर्मा 23 जुलाई को शिलांग आएंगे और इस मुद्दे पर चर्चा करेंगे। साथ ही कॉनराड ने बताया कि यह मत सोचिए कि 23 जुलाई की बैठक के बाद यह मुद्दा सुलझ जाएगा, इसमें समय लगेगा। दोनों राज्यों के तरफ से संबंधित कागजात पहले भी दिए गए हैं और अभी भी जमा किए जा रहे हैं। इसके अलावा विभिन्न हितधारकों से विचार विमर्श किया जा रहा है। वहीं जिन 12 बिंदुओं पर दोनों राज्यों के बीच विवाद है उसका भी दौरा किया जाएगा, मगर इतना जरूर है कि प्रक्रिया आरंभ हो चुकी है।
There is no status as such. We have got all the documents that is there from our side, and those documents we have been sharing and and showing and presenting it in different meetings to the Assam side. So there is nothing to hide about that, and based on that only we have mentioned our claims. But again, as I mentioned, this entire approach will require a fresh look to the whole thing. And therefore, we will try to balance out between historical facts, the current situation, and the future. Simple. I have said it has to be an amicable solution which should be acceptable to both sides. That's my statement that I'm maintaining. Alleged that he's making an allegation or something. It was a reply in the assembly. And when you reply in the assembly, you all know that we have to lay down the facts. In the last 50 years, there could have been situations where there could have been movements from Assam side, from Meghalaya side. But what we are here right now to understand and clearly move forward is very simple. That we want to, yes, keep the facts of the past also in front of us, but we need to realize that we need to have a fresh approach to the whole process. And that's why both of us are trying to have a fresh approach. We're trying to find out how we can practically move forward. And past aspects obviously need to be kept in mind. It's not that it's not important, but if we stick too much with the past, we may not be able to move forward in the future. So let's see how we can balance it out. But I mean, as I said, it's a statement he had given in the floor of the House. And as a chief minister, when you're replying, or as any minister when you're replying, you have to lay down the facts. So that's what he did. Some, I think, documents have been given. I'm not very aware of all the details. But obviously, as a state and a government, we need to do our homework to the absolute micro so that everything can be taken up in a proper manner. So that homework is being done. I have also started discussing with the political parties. So that will be followed by more discussion with other political parties also. There will be field visits that will be done. And there could be joint field visits also that could happen. So all these are on the cards. And as we move along, as I said, we will disclose to all of you how we plan to move forward. But yes, homework needs to be done, and ADCs are important. It's important to take everybody on board. So reports have been taken, and more reports we will get from them also. As I said, we will take the views on board of everybody. But one has to realize that it's not that we will have one meeting and everything will be finalized then. It's a process. So during the process, we will continue to meet everybody and we'll try to resolve and keep everybody's concerns in mind. So it may not be possible that I'll meet everybody before the 23rd. It's obviously not possible. But 23rd is, as I said, a starting point where we will start discussing and meeting. And then it's a process that will take some time to move forward. And there could be phases in which we will work it out. So during that course of, or the process of trying to get some kind of a solution to this problem that we've been facing for a long time, we will meet political parties, individuals. Individuals means stakeholders, whoever are there. That I've said that there will be a series of exercise that will be done, and in this process of exercise, we'll be meeting stakeholders, we'll be visiting locations. There could be joint visits also. So all these are on the table. We will see how to move forward. But point is that it will not be a decision that will just simply be taken between one person and another person. It has to be a decision that has to be incorporating all factors in mind, and we need to consult everybody. And therefore, for that purpose to happen, it's important that we visit locations also. It's important that we are there. So therefore, whether it will happen or not is not something I can say right now, but it's on the cards, and we will look at all the aspects, and to see how to move forward, we will make sure that we take the best decisions in that aspect. I say that could be. So yeah, there are a lot of coulds. Could be. Yeah, exactly. So it could be the political parties going for a joint visit. It could be the press and the political group going for joint visit. It could be anybody going for joint visits. So the idea is, as I said, it's a good idea to not just sit in Shillong and Guwahati and say we'll decide on this, because could be a lot of factors at the grassroots level which may only come out when we actually go to the grassroots and feel and meet the people. And since this is a very sensitive matter, it requires one to visit the field. That's what we feel. And therefore, as I said, joint could be anybody. It could be the press with political parties, or as I said, with leaders, with officials. So joint visits will be made, or could be made. And let us start the process. You see, let me put one very simple point for your consumption and for the public's consumption also. If you look at a problem as a big problem, and as a one problem, it's very difficult to solve it. So if you really want to solve a problem, you need to break it down into smaller problems. And suddenly when you break a big problem into smaller problems, then you suddenly realize that, well, some things were not as problematic as you thought. So I keep repeating this example to everybody. It's like ironing a shirt. So you have a crumpled shirt in front of you, you look at it and you say, my God, this shirt is really crumpled up. And suddenly you iron the hand, then iron the other hand, then iron the sleeves, then iron out the back. And suddenly you find that one by one, you actually be able to iron the entire shirt, and it's not as big a problem as you thought it was. So it's similar to that. You need to break down a big problem into small problems, and look at them at different categories and say, well, this is a slightly easier problem, this is a slightly complicated problem, well, this one will require some time, this one needs to be quarantined for time, this is something we are moving forward. So it's that kind of approach which I strongly feel we need to go. We all have been sitting down and always saying that border issue is so complicated, so complicated. It is. But then when you actually sit down with the papers, you suddenly realize that there are some areas in some ways in which you can actually start discussing. So I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of things, but I'm just trying to tell you the approach, that sometimes it helps to break down bigger problems into smaller problems, and that's how we'll move forward.
No, my point is that the state is still sticking.
That's what I'm saying. So which 12 areas? So if you look at all the 12 areas, then yes, you'll see, and it's a big problem. Let us go down to details. Let us break them down to smaller problems. When we look at them, then we'll see how to move forward.